we still don't care what none of y'all think. We don't care if you pick us to win. We never have, we never will.
You know, a lot of people count us out, saying we weren't even gonna make it past the first round. Now we're in the finals.
One shot, good!
And we've had to fight and claw to earn everything that we've gotten in this postseason.
The regular season is over. Now we're looking to start completing the playoff bracket. It's the 7-8 matchup in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks and the Heat, a rematch from last year's opening round. The winner here will advance to take on Boston. Johnson lob it upstairs. Big finish. Oh, Kong.
I may have slightly overstated the Heat's ability come these playoffs.
Trae Young. Teardrop and a foul.
Playoff Jimmy needed to be reminded or told that the playoffs had started or it play-in counts.
Atlanta advances to the NBA playoffs, 116 to 105.
Play a little bit harder, play a lot bit harder, actually, and come out with one on Friday.
We have an opportunity to redeem ourselves Friday, and I think we're looking forward to that.
DeRozan, guarded by Martin, goes right by him, and a foul, and counted.
Spo said after that Atlanta lost in the play-in, he could tell then that next film session there was just something about you guys. What kind of changed going into that second play-in?
Nothing there. Butler, space, with a foul.
Knowing that, you know, other people are desperate enough to try and get in the playoffs just like us, we had to be better, and we had to figure out how we were going to get in these playoffs.
Butler gives it up. Max Strus for three. It's good. They will advance. They will occupy the 8th seed as they come out of the play-in.
Championship.
What chances are you giving Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat against Giannis and the Bucks?
Very little. I mean, very little, Keen. Congratulations to the Heat. Your prize is a poison chalice.
Is there another NBA team with 3 undrafted players in their rotation and 2 of them in the starting lineup?
And then Tyler Hero making a hustle play for that loose ball, breaks 2 fingers in his right hand.
Oh my gosh. This plan that we got in, it just prepared us for this moment. You know, being ready to fight through adversity.
Vincent, 3. Bullseye. Oh, that goes through, and that will seal it for the Heat.
Miami splitting the first 2 games in Milwaukee, look to take a 2-1 series lead over the number 1 seed in the East.
Bam hands to Duncan for 3. Kaboom! Duncan Robinson. 2 threes in a row for him.
I mean, they were so inspiring with their efforts flying around and creating great offense. Each one of them put their fingerprints on the game. You know, obviously, Duncan made some big-time threes.
Duncan Robinson. Kaboom! Duncan Robinson.
Kyle was vintage.
Lowry drills a 3.
You can easily say that they did in game 2, we did in game 3, and we'll just rest up and gear up, you know, for game 4.
Mints going to the glass and scoring as Oladipo, oh man, grabs that left knee. Anytime, given his injury history, you see Oladipo go to the ground. What that young man has gone through and come back from, it just everybody holding their breath.
Especially with him, he's been battling this whole time to get back to where he's at. So obviously, all we can do is, just pray for him, and if he can continue to play or not, we're gonna have the same type of approach and do what we need to do.
Game 4, Bucks and Heat. The pregame focal point was Giannis, back on the floor after playing just 11 minutes in the opener, then sitting out the next 2 games with a back injury.
Jimmy Butler, he's been arguably the best player early on in these playoffs. He'll have to be special once again for Miami to take a stranglehold on this series, Kevin. By Love, a drive by Jimmy Butler.
All Jimmy G did was score 22 points in the first quarter on 9 of 10 shooting.
Butler around angles, up and down! Where did he pull that out of his bag of tricks?
Bucks lead by 11 with 12 minutes to go. Bucks have won 51 games this season when leading after 3. The Heat won 15 when they trailed after 3.
It's a 2. It's loose.
You denied it before, but is playoff Jimmy thing? Are you ready to?
It's not a thing. It's not. I just be hooping.
Long shot. Miami has won it and goes up 3 games to 1. And the #1 seed is on the brink of elimination.
During the season, the Milwaukee Bucks had the best record in the NBA when leading after 3 quarters. They were 51-3. And here in these last 2 games, double-digit leads taken into the 4th.
Jimmy Butler has 30, and Miami has crept back into this game. Butler's inside again and 1.
Oh, wow. These Miami Heat will not go away.
I was hot. I'm getting my ass busted. There was nothing that I could do. And there's nothing that anybody could do. It didn't matter if it was LeBron James or Michael Jordan on him. It didn't matter who was on him. Jimmy was playing at a different level.
Over the top to Butler. Up and in! Jimmy Butler ties the game with a half second to go.
The Miami Heat is a program, is a franchise. You know, the way their culture is, they're never going to give up. You have to beat them.
Allen has it. Down the lane. He's out of time. The Bucks don't go up the shot. And the Miami Heat become the 6th in NBA history to win as an 8th seed in the first round.
How I feel? Woo! Man, I tell you what. I tell you what. Of course I'm going for the win.
You're my hero.
What else you want me to do? That's what we do! Woo!
Batman, y'all. Batman.
Everyone, Batman.
12 more on 3. 1, 2, 3. 12 more.
Miami and New York, Eastern Conference semifinals.
This is Madison Square Garden, and that big stage, even though Jimmy Butler can handle it, what about everybody else?
I think the Knicks got better pieces.
Oh, jelly at the rim by Caleb Martin.
Gabe Vincent ain't gonna all of a sudden look like the second coming of Steph Curry. It's on.
Vincent for 3. Whistle, foul, counted.
Knicks in 7.
Just because the regular season didn't go the way we wanted to go or other people wanted to go doesn't mean that we weren't developing grit and tough habits and good things. So it wasn't just from the play-in.
Everybody else is still chasing stars, trying to put stars together, whatever it takes. And then whatever stars we get, we'll play that way. The Heat this is our identity. This is who we are. This is how we're going to play.
Vincent again. There is a toughness to this Miami squad. Whoever's in there, whoever Eric Spoelstra calls upon, seems to deliver.
The MVP of the postseason so far, Jimmy Butler, is back for Miami after missing game 2. Butler with 3 to shoot. Doubled and floats it up and in. Beautiful shot with the...
We'll find players who fit the way we play. And if you don't fit, you either fit in or fit out, right? LeBron once famously said.
Yeah.
But that's literally what they are.
Puts it back up and in. Great hustle. And contact under the basket. Tempers flare, which we expected at some point in this series. Jimmy Butler having a little fun with it.
At 28 points, a couple of blocks. And he drains it on a triple to open play. And there is a real confidence right now with this Miami Heat squad.
Well, as it should be, because the grind that they had to go through to get here was one thing, to prove some things, but also you have grizzled veterans who understand how to win in this environment.
Inside on Adebayo, and he gets the deuce.
Playing for Pat Riley with Eric Spoelstra is a different kind of demand. Body fat, conditioning.
Butler can't finish it. Adebayo, snatch and slam.
Both teams, feel confident in their offenses. Both teams can put some pressure on the other team.
Fading. It's hitting.
The game will be whatever it'll be, and you have to just find a way to conquer it.
All game. Butler leads in and banks it home. Plus the foul.
What do you think sets you guys apart from maybe the typical 8 seed?
We got Kyle Lowry.
What's up?
That's my answer.
Lowry into the corner. Vincent. Extra feed. Struz. You bet.
A lot of people count us out. saying we weren't even going to make it past the first round. Now we're in the Eastern Conference Finals. It just shows the determination and the will this team has.
The Miami Heat have done it yet again. They are headed back to the Eastern Conference Finals.
There's been nothing, right, about this season that's been easy. And I think that game right there epitomized what we've been dealing with so far.
8 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Hey! The Miami Heat, the first 8 seed to make the finals in 24 years. The Celtics have the second best record in the NBA, but have lived on the edge in these playoffs. Butler on the wing, goes into Pritchard, puts up the mid-ranger, and it's pure.
Did you think then that something like this would be possible?
Damn right, I did. We still don't care what none of y'all think. Honestly speaking, we don't care if you pick us to win. We never have, we never will.
You've obviously been asked a lot about the undrafted story and having so many players
Yeah,
on
that's
those
kind
lines.
of played out.
Well,
yeah.
my
They're
question.
not even like that's so disrespectful to like keep on talking about that way.
In the corner, Strus a three. Good!
Like that storyline is over. These guys have proven themselves as competitors and winning players.
Straight jacket outside. Martin! He'll bury the three. Butler with Brogdon on him. It's a long three. And good! Oh, Jimmy frickin' Butler puts it in. Grant Williams three.
Good for him. And now he's having words in the ear of Jimmy Butler.
The grind, the gyration, and the two in the foul.
And they're having words. Look at this.
Nose to nose.
Yeah.
Eye to eye.
Did Grant Williams make a mistake poking the bear with Jimmy Butler? Next question.
Oh, and gave him the too small sign. Be careful when you poke the bear now. Jimmy Butler's going to have his hands on the ball all the time. That's what he wants.
You see Jimmy when he get locked in and he start talking trash. For us, we just feed off of that. We feed off of that energy.
And missing. Oh my goodness. Will crowbar it in.
And the Miami Heat, they have taken the first 2 games here in Boston. The final score, Miami 111, Boston 105.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
To get to Adebayo, facing the defensive
And you could tell by just the morning session how much it means to everybody. But then you have to prove it and do it on the wood.
Remember this in game 1. Al Horford goes down to one knee with the timeout sign. Jimmy Butler moonwalks back to half court. What does he do? Takes the knee with the timeout to Al Horford.
They don't forget anything, do they? Oh, my goodness.
It's all about gamesmanship.
Sheds White into Horford. Dropping the sledgehammer.
You know, there's a lot of pent up stuff here, and we're getting closer, but we still have to finish this off.
Bile throws to the corner. Robinson steps back into a three.
Numbers.
And the Celtics are getting blown off the floor here in game 3.
3 games to none. The 8th seed Miami Heat lead the 2 seed Boston Celtics, and no team has ever overcome that deficit, ever.
Just don't let us get one. So
Don't let us win tonight. But we're going to come out and play free. It should be fun.
Bounce pass lead. Al Horford for Jalen Brown. Dives in and flushes hard on Bam Adebayo.
At some point, this is great competition. We have great respect for Boston, what they're capable of.
Tatum, he'll put up a 3. Got it!
And they got us tonight. You have to give them credit for that. We know we have to regroup and get ready for a great opportunity in Boston.
Off to White. A 3. Lowest point, first quarter total for Miami in these playoffs.
It's going to be all smiles. We're going to keep it very, very, very consistent, knowing that we are going to win the next game.
This right now forces them to focus. You know, you would think after the last loss, they'll be a little bit more focused. This right here forces them to focus, and it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. I cannot wait till Saturday.
Butler with a long shot of 3.
And we're down 10, and our guys just feel perfectly normal in that kind of scenario. Made a bunch of plays. We got some timely defensive stops, and Jimmy drew a couple fouls.
Hatches his way inside.
Spoelstra just asked Jimmy Butler, you want it?
And Jimmy Butler said, yeah, ball's going to him now. He's had a rough night. Doesn't matter right now.
Butler drives, foul. Horford will pick it up.
And then that one right there, you just think, the basketball gods, things are going to go in your favor.
Timeout Celtics.
Into Smart. Smart turns, face his three, rims out.
Could have been tipped in, but the buzzer sounded. The light was on. It'll be reviewed. The Celtics are going to win. There's a Game 7 back in Boston.
Ruling on the floor is good basket. The play's under review.
White.
At this time right now, I don't know how we're going to get this done, but we're going to go up there and get it done.
At the absolute epicenter of the sports world tonight, TD Garden, where tonight a basketball drama we could not have invented reaches its final act, the 7th and deciding game of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Celtics and the Miami Heat. 1 year ago tonight, Jimmy Butler launched the three that could have given Miami the Eastern Conference Championship for the lead. Instead, it was the Celtics that celebrated in Miami and went to the finals 48 hours ago. As devastating an NBA defeat as you can try to manage your way through. And Jimmy Butler, for the 4th consecutive game, said,
I'm not going to let anybody quit. I'm not going to let our guys quit. I don't give a damn what happens. We're going to go in there and we're going to win.
The fact that you all have come from a play-in loss to a play-in in, taking down the number 1 seed, going to the big city in New York and taking care of that, coming to Boston against this team again and moving forward.
5 days.
Come on, to the day.
The day.
Shot clock at 6. Twisting, turning, shooting. Got it.
He's pure. He competes on both ends, lays it all out there for everybody to see, and that's what Caleb is.
Martin drives right at Tatum. 2 to fire, away, and down it goes.
We wanted the game to be on our terms. We knew offense would take care of itself, and we get a lot of energy from our defense when we get stops and get out and go.
That Jimmy Butler did.
Turnover, Butler at the other end. Defense to offense, transition, timeout. The Boston Celtics and the lead for Miami grows.
They were done. The fans were leaving. It was quiet. It was dead. It was the best feeling.
I think all the tough losses, I think we really just learned from them. I think it was too close to see if we would or did. And I think as time has gone on and we've gone to the playoffs, we've shown that we've grown a lot.
The Heat are going to the NBA Finals.
We do need to take a day just to acknowledge and be grateful for how hard this is to get to this next step.
I have so much belief in myself and this group of guys. I know how good of players that we have. I know how good of a team we are, and we made it happen.